It's time to go live. I am in Antigua. I flew in yesterday after being in St. Kitts and Nevis for over a week, and I wanted to connect with you all to share my thoughts so far because I've been in the Caribbean for about a month now. I was in Antigua and Barbuda first, then I went to Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, and Nevis, and I'm back here. I will be going back. I will go to Dominica next. So I have some thoughts I want to share and also some advice, especially for those that are looking to move abroad, to build a life abroad, and not in the traditional sense of being a digital nomad or as an expat working for a company or even to retire. It's more so if you want to buy property abroad, do you want to get a second or if not third citizenship. The Caribbean, many of these countries are pioneers in what the world calls citizenship by investment. And I'll just wait for a few people to join in, especially if you have any questions. This is my first time in the region of the world, the Caribbean. I've never been here. I've been in Asia for 5 years, Central Asia, East Asia, Southeast Asia, Central Asia, Europe. I spent some time on the African continent, but the Caribbean and the other Americas, I've never been here. So this is very fresh and new insight because I know many Americans or Canadians or Brits or other people when it comes to living in Central or South America. I have not come across many people that come to the Caribbean to live, I guess, a different life. So that's what I wanted to get into today and talk about that. If you want to live abroad, there are many different avenues, but if you want to permanently live abroad, whether it's to buy property or to start a business and through that business get a citizenship, this video is for you. So we'll wait. And in the meantime, today was so hot. Oh, I went out to the grocery store to pick up some groceries because I've been staying at different hotels. And I'm like, I really, really want to cook. And I cooked some yellow plantains. I thought I bought purple sweet potatoes, but it turned out to be yams. So I'm a bit disappointed. So I guess I have to go tomorrow. I bought some meat, some fresh bread, because in Belgrade, there's a bakery I go to get fresh bread every day. And I bought some lettuce. So it was a very nice lunch in my own kitchen, because when I was staying at the Marriott Hotel in St. Kitts, it was a bit pricey, and I was just getting tired of eating out all the time. So I did have a kitchen. It's just after a long day of meetings, I just was not in the mood to cook. So, okay, so who do we have here? Okay, I'm back. Okay, I won't sign out. So it is very, very sunny here. I do miss being in Serbia because I like fall and winter. I am from Massachusetts, so I'm very much used to 4 seasons, as in this time of the year, it could be sunny but cold. So I look forward to going back to cold weather and Serbia and seeing the leaves falling and the different colors. Massachusetts or New England has the most beautiful fall, I think. So, okay, I think we have someone here. We can get started. I really do like this new place I'm staying in. It's aesthetically perfect. In Antigua, they do have their own citizenship by investment program. Antigua and Barbuda. For a long time, I was saying Barbuda, and people were like, "Is it Barbuda? Are you talking about Barbados?" No, I'm like Antigua and Barbuda, and they're like Barbuda, Barbuda. That's what it's called. So this was my first country when I came here earlier in October, and I had no idea what to expect. I think that's really important if you're going to travel to someplace. Always go with an open mind. It's good to do your research on YouTube or on Instagram or on TikTok, but it hits differently when you're in the country itself. And I've read some of the material that the company that sent me here is called NTL Trust, and they've been in the Caribbean since the 90s, helping clients not only just with citizenship by investments, but setting up trusts. So still, I was just saying, I don't have any expectations. I'm going to come here. I want to create genuine and authentic content about my impressions. And for 3 days, I was here, which was just in meetings, and I was in a resort area. So now I'm in a much more suburban area, hence why you need a car. That's the thing. If you're going to live in the Caribbean, you need a car to get around. It's not exactly walkable. So, and it's hot. So walking even to the grocery store was just like a lot. But hi, thank you for joining. Let me get started. So, citizenship by investment. Well, I'm talking about citizenship by investment because I am in the Caribbean. I've been here for over a month, and the purpose of this video and to share with the world what are the different citizenship by investment programs. So, the programs you have in Antigua and Barbuda, you have a citizenship by investment in Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Dominica. So the Caribbean is a region in the world. So I know many people think Caribbean, they think, oh, Cuba or Jamaica or the Cayman Islands or the British Virgin Islands. But I'm in the Caribbean where at least 5 countries have the citizenship by investment program. And many people do come here for holiday. If you know the brand Sandals, they have the big Sandals resorts. So many people go on their honeymoons. But what I've discovered in the last couple of weeks as a spokeswoman for NTL Trust is this is the perfect avenue, especially for those that are Americans, to acquire a second or third citizenship via making a donation to the government. Every country has their different fees, or buying real estate, or at least a share. So many people buy real estate or share real estate, and even some major brand hotels like the Marriott or the Four Seasons have their own program. Yeah, and of course, if you're an Israeli, you can come. Everyone here is welcomed. Everyone. I used to actually live in Israel. I studied in Haifa University, so when I was in Grenada, I did come across Israelis. So everyone here is welcomed. That's what I like about the Caribbean. Not only just tourist friendly, but people here are welcoming. It's beautiful. And yes, I lived in Israel, so I know. I was doing my master's at the University of Haifa. But back to the point, the citizenship by investment, many people come, you make a donation to the government, you buy or invest in real estate, you either start an enterprise. So there are many property developers. I've met a lot of different property developers building big hotels, building private communities. For example, in St. Lucia, I met this property developer building this gated community on 75 acres of land. Everything will be complete in 2027. It's called Alia. Yeah, I lived in Haifa. I was Haifa University. So, Ken, Ani Lamadet Ivrit. So, I do. But that's a different subject. So, it's just really amazing to see the amount of development here, and people are living quite nicely here. And now that hurricane season is somewhat done, hi! I miss Belgrade so much. In the next couple of weeks, we'll see many people dock their yachts and mega yachts here. I know people think, oh, the south of France and Monaco, that's the place to be. But no, in the Caribbean, especially November, December, January, February, March, April, like this is where everyone is. And the other day in St. Kitts, I toured some really beautiful homes and properties. So yeah, Haifa, Israel is home. Israel is a different home for me, spiritually. So I lived there. And I lived in like 10 different cities around the world. I lived in a lot of places. I was in Haifa, I was in Chongqing, China, Shanghai, Bangkok, Singapore. I spent some time in Seoul. I was in Wellington, New Zealand. I've lived a very interesting life. And I feel like in the Caribbean, I'm just getting started to see how people really live at a whole different level here. I never imagined myself a year ago that I would be in the Caribbean, but here I am. And it's great to see that there is options because everyone wants to either work remotely these days or be a digital nomad, retire abroad. In some countries, you can have a retirement visa. Uh, for example, in St. Kitts and Nevis, many people retire at least in Nevis because it's beautiful, it's quiet, it's very peaceful. You have golf courses, you have a very laid back and peaceful atmosphere. So you have a lot of American retirees and Canadian retirees in Nevis. Uh, it's not only just like a vacation spot. Everyone thinks just holiday or vacation in the Caribbean. But with the Citizenship by Investment program, it's really next level for families, especially high net worth families, high net worth individuals, and people that want to invest in real estate internationally come to buy a home or a villa or a share of a home. And it's fascinating. I think for me as an expat for the last 11 years, that's lived in a lot of cool places. The next level is to live permanently abroad is to get a second citizenship. Given current events, many people want to go where it's business friendly. I'm a business owner, where there's tax benefits, where even if you have crypto, interestingly, St. Kitts and Nevis, it's crypto friendly. So with many of the programs where you have to prove your wealth and a source of your income, if you have a crypto portfolio, St. Kitts and Nevis is that for you. With Grenada, they have a very high tech and modern approach with their Citizenship by Investment program. If you go on their website, usually all these programs called the CIU, the Citizenship by Investment Unit. They have like an AI character. Everything's pretty much streamlined, and many of these programs, if you're a single applicant, you can apply for like your whole family. So your spouse, your children, sometimes your siblings, even your parents if they're up to 55 and up. So it's not only just for yourself, but if you're thinking about your family, if you want estate planning specifically for children to go to university, Grenada has one of the top medical schools in the world, St. George's University. I was able to tour that campus, so that's a huge draw because as a applicant or a Grenadian citizen, you have, I believe there's a tuition discount or a scholarship. So we all know that going to university in the US is extraordinarily expensive. No, I am happily single, not looking, single and child free, living my best life. Hi, welcome to the call or welcome to the live. So I think each country has something different to offer. Grenada is great for families, especially if you university educated students. And Grenada, out of all the Citizenship by Investment programs, there's that option if you want to travel to the US to get it's like a special type of visa. And people or families that usually apply to these different programs. I don't know when I'm going to come back to Israel. I do want to go on a holiday there. But if you want to apply as a family, I think Grenada is great. Sure. I think for St. Kitts, it's great to retire, or if you're in the hospitality business, you want to build a hotel. Hello. St. Kitts and Nevis is great. If you like to holiday several weeks a year and you want something that's not too far from Miami, because many of these places, because I was coming from Belgrade, so I had to go through London, but many of these places have direct flights from Miami or even New York. Hello. There's no lizard, that's a mirror. It's like this is an art piece. I know this looks weird, but you see there's this whole art piece. I am from Massachusetts, and please share this live. So it's really depending on the type of life for your family, for future generation clients, as I'm a spokeswoman for NTL Trust, when it comes to applying for citizenship, once they get their citizenship, and if they have children, like getting the passport for their children. So it's a very seamless process. And again, for me, this is next level because while I've been an expat for 11 years, I have not gotten or gifted, hopefully in Serbia, a second citizenship. So my name is Blair, Angela Blair. That is my name. So please subscribe if you're not subscribed to this channel. And now that I'm back in Antigua and Barbuda after being on the road for several weeks, I would have to say that, hi, great, you're from India, that's cool. I've come across some Indians traveling here, or many Indians built different boutique hotels in St. Kitts and Nevis. So the world has gone global. Many people want to have a plan B, or when it comes to their estate planning for their children to have that second passport. It comes in handy to study in universities, to enter. When it comes to the EU, some of these citizenship by investments give you that 90 day entry to the EU. Because I mean, if you have a business, you're very busy, applying for visas can take time. So, hi, Alex, you're saying sup, B. Hello. It's just great. It is great. I think these days, just like insurance, basically having a second citizen or third citizenship is like insurance. You hope you don't need it, but you pay into it, and when it's handy, you're glad you have it. So at this point, so the company that I'm working for their citizenship by investment, they do have, I don't know if they do anything in the South America. I'm not sure if Brazil, for example, has like a residency. Maybe, if that's something. I haven't been to South America. I would love to go and explore some of the CBI or citizenship by investment programs there. But for right now, it's the Caribbean and West Africa. I was in Sao Tome and Principe in September. I can't believe it's October now. And they just launched the first citizenship by investment program on the African continent. So that is really exciting to see. So sure is good. My lecture is good. Thank you. If you're looking to come to the Caribbean, start a business, this place, I mean, I have my own business in Belgrade, but I do have a different shop selling UV apparel and umbrellas because it's really sunny, it's really hot, and this would probably be the perfect market. So, sorry, just talking. You're intelligent, really cute. Well, thank you. Well, come to the Caribbean or come to Serbia. Many Israelis do travel to Serbia. So, why do you want to know? I'm in my 30s. Happy, healthy, living my best. And I would just say, back to citizenship by investment, it's really... Oh, you saw the video of my Sao Tome and Principe. Yes, I did some shorts. I also share on TikTok about that because you're 18. Well, the world is yours. I think Sao Tome and Principe, my first time in West Africa, was very interesting. Very, very interesting. A lot of exciting development and potential there. I met so many talented entrepreneurs, business owners. Everywhere I go, I think people want to attract foreigners, especially those that want to build businesses, especially those that want to buy up real estate and renovate homes, because Sao Tome and Principe was a former Portuguese colony, and there are a lot of old colonial homes, but at the same time, people want to invite more English speakers, because a lot of Portuguese go on holiday there, Spaniards go on holiday, French go on holiday, but there's a lot of potential. There's a lot that you can do. Bricks, yes. Big to invest in a coconut farm. A coconut farm. You know, interestingly, I went to the... Oh, people are trolling here. Are they? You know, when I'm on TikTok, people troll a lot, but here I think people are behaving. So for now, I think I'm okay. But I went to a coffee farm in Sao Tome and Principe, and going to these mass, or I would say industrial sized farms, really interesting. But if you want to invest in a coconut farm, do you want to sell coconut water? Do you want to sell coconut with cosmetics? I'm sure there's some place in the Caribbean. I don't think in Sao Tome and Principe, coconuts are not their thing. It's mostly coffee and cacao. So I can block the trolls. Okay, thank you. So far, people have been. Okay, hold on. Okay, no, I don't want. Okay, okay, hold on. This is weird. I've never really go. Yeah. Sorry, you mean chocolate, cacao. Okay, I think this person just made a small mistake. So, a cacao farm. Yeah, I think if you want to start a cacao farm, definitely go to Sao Tome and Principe. Sao Tome, that's one of their biggest exports. And when people think chocolate, everyone thinks, oh, Switzerland or Belgium. But they source their cacao, which makes chocolate, from Sao Tome and Principe, or from Ghana, or from other West African states. So, yeah, if you are into agriculture, definitely Sao Tome and Principe. As far as the Caribbean, I wouldn't say unless your market is for the US. The Sao Tome and Principe is really good to market to the EU, to Europe, and even to Asia, especially not only just agriculture and fishing, because they have all the sea. And when I talk to some other business owners, they say the Chinese are there, the Japanese are there, the Spaniards, the Portuguese. So starting a fishing business, even a factory to produce and sell to the African continent. That's another thing. People think when you're going to get into import and to exporting certain goods, you think, oh, Europe and America. But the African continent, you have a huge consumer base, big consumer base. So Sao Tome and Principe is perfect. Yes, you impressed with my lecture. Thank you. Thank you. I'm like a year old. I've been on YouTube for a year. So doing lives is something I see people do, and I want to be able to connect with people. Please like to share more of the message about citizenship by investment. Yeah, I don't have Instagram, just YouTube and TikTok. So yeah, but my impression so far. Yeah, you're from the U.S. It's just Sao Tome. No, Sao Tome is a go. Definitely go. It's very beautiful. It's affordable, but to get there, you have to go through either Portugal, so via Lisbon, and it has the cheapest citizenship by investment program in the world. So it's about 95,000 US dollars just for one person. And for a family of four, it costs about 105,000 US dollars. So my TikTok is Blair in Belgrade, just like here on YouTube, Blair in Belgrade. And I think for people that want to move abroad, to start a business abroad, to buy real estate abroad, a lot of these citizenship by investment programs give you the opportunity to not only get the benefits of a citizenship. So I've lived abroad, but there's a whole, okay, your residency, paying taxes, phone numbers, you want to have the certain rights. Blair in Belgrade. Blair, Blair, in Belgrade. Yeah, if you drop, well, it's not too late. It's not too late. It's really not too late. And you have me to guide you, and the firm that I work for, NTL Trust, that in the next couple of weeks, they'll be publishing a lot of the information that I've been putting out there to acquire a second citizenship. So so I am in Antigua, so it's about 4 o'clock right now. So like 4:30, I think. Yeah, it's about 4 o'clock. And it is sunny, but I've learned in the Caribbean, the sun goes down quite early. So by 5:30, 6 o'clock, it's dark. And that was a big surprise to me because in Europe, at least in the summertime, like the sun goes down like 8:30. So it's very hard. Oh, why are you so late? The sun sets quite late. So I do miss winter. I have to say that after I look forward to going back home to Serbia, which interestingly doesn't have a citizenship by investment program. You can apply for citizenship after, I believe, 5 years. But I think that is something I should pitch to the Serbian government, have a citizenship by investment program. You can be gifted a citizenship, which I hope to be. But for right now, when it comes to citizenship by investment in Europe, it's very different. especially for EU countries. Portugal, I believe, closed its golden visa program that they call, and even if you let's say apply, it will take maybe 10 or 15 years for you to get a citizenship. Like it feels like Europe does not want to participate in this movement of people to have a second citizenship. So, or it's just a very costly process. I'm not from South Africa. I've never been to South Africa. I'm American from Massachusetts. I've been very fortunate to travel to very different places around the world. And if you have any questions about the citizenship by investment programs in the Caribbean, that's what I'm here to talk about. And as the world is getting smaller and smaller, it's good to have a plan B. It's good to have options. And if you've subscribed to my channel, watch my channel, over the last couple of weeks, I've been sharing, St. Kitts and Nevis or Grenada, St. Lucia. Well, St. Lucia I didn't share as much because I was there for a very short time, but they do have some really exciting property developments. St. Lucia is a beautiful place for holiday, but if you want to buy into this property called Alia, amazing. And of course, Antigua and Barbuda, great options, great options. We all need a plan B in life. Nothing is guaranteed, but if you have a second or third citizenship, that comes in very, very handy. And if you have global ambitions and you want to call more than one place home, so for now, I'm good. I'm good and happy here. I'm happy in Serbia, though it looks like in the future I'll be spending more time in the Caribbean because there's a huge demand for people to buy a property. Okay, so oh my days. So for Sao Tome, they say the process takes about 60 days. They want streamlined, very simple. And you can apply it remotely. You don't actually even have to step foot in the country. So with my firm that I work with, Citizenship by Investment, is it's a seamless process. I do recommend people though to go there and see for themselves. And I would say buy a property like a beachfront property there. You can buy property starting at $100,000 US. If you want to buy an apartment, about $50,000 US. Dominica used to be 30K. Yeah, all the prices have changed in the Caribbean. Now everything's a minimum $200,000 US, minimum. So, right choice. Oh, so yeah, this is not, again, citizenship by investment is not for, I wouldn't say penny pinchers, but for those that have high net worth and have a couple $100,000 to spend and invest at least. So if you want to be a digital nomad and you just want to save as much, this is not for you, which is fine. There's different avenues for people that want to live abroad. Busty says, glad the business is going great. Also, you're skipping out in the situations. I didn't intentionally leave Serbia knowing all this was going to happen. Like this trip has been planned for a long time. No, I'm not giving out my number. You have my email address is in my bio. So subscribe and you can text me, email me for specific questions. As for, yes, there are tax benefits. Because again, if you want to call a different place home, and when it comes to banking and to the other benefits in particular, like what specific tax benefits are you looking to move your money? Because we don't do avoidance here or anything illegal. So send me an email if you have more questions about Sao Tome and Principe, and I can have someone on my team give you more details because it will take about 60 days if you're like a single applicant. Maybe for family, it'll take maybe 90 days. But it's a very, very new program. They literally launched this program early September of this year. Okay. So yeah, on my day, send me an email. It's just say blaircadet@gmail.com. And I'll have one of the team members give you more information about Sao Tome and Principe. But I was the first on the team, only on the team to get on the ground and meet everyone. I talked to the bankers, I talked to lawyers, I talked to business people, so. Okay. So, one person, was there a reputable company or website for 50K apartments in the Caribbean? I don't know, because a lot of the places I've seen, again, is for people that are a half a million on villas or homes. 50K, maybe that 10 years ago. So I'm not the person that can direct you in that sense. You're Indian, but you live in Italy. Okay, Italy, I know, has their golden visa program. Great. Yeah, so on my days, I'll look forward to your email to me, and I will be happy to help you with the Citizenship by Investment program in Sao Tome and Principe. Yes. But questions about St. Kitts and Nevis, I think out of all the places I've been to, St. Kitts and Nevis is my favorite, especially, well, I spent the longest time there and I was able to play golf. So there's so many things you can do. You can golf, you can go sailing, the nightlife is great, but you definitely need a car. So does the company I work for do CBA? Can you say what exactly is CBA? There's so many acronyms these days, so it would be good just to be more explicit in like what you're asking. Yeah, you're welcome. So hello, we're talking about citizenship by investment in the Caribbean. Thank you. I feel beautiful because I'm relaxed. I'm in a beautiful country and I feel safe and I'm just at peace. I think when you're at peace, you can be very beautiful. Not much chaos going on in my life right now. So, as far as lifestyle in the Caribbean, okay, you love black girls. Okay, well, I love the fact that there's no racism in Serbia. How about that? I feel welcome, and Serbia is like a second home. But the Caribbean soon might be a third home. Well, Serbia's home. A second home will be the Caribbean. I would have to say maybe St. Kitts and Nevis, out of all the places, or at least St. Lucia, because they have this amazing property development. Yeah. Do I know who Novak Djokovic? Of course I know. The famous tennis player. I'm in Belgrade for 3.5 years. I know like the celebrities. Thank you. People, you are all very kind in the comments. But let's ask some questions about tax havens. Well, there's a difference between tax havens like the Cayman Islands or the British Virgin Islands, which neither have a citizenship by investment program. Yeah, thank you. I try to be sweet, but I can also be mean, so. But back to the citizenship by investment programs in the Caribbean. When it comes to lifestyle, because especially if you have a family and you have children, people worry like, are there international schools? I did meet a couple and they shared how they have 3 young children. Their children go to international schools. Their children are in all these activities like sailing and golf, karate. Like you can have a really fulfilling, wonderful life here, family life here. So. Yes, Harash, if you have any questions about citizenship by investment, leave the comments below. So I think, yeah, out of all the countries, and I'm looking forward to go to Dominica, everyone has something a little slightly different to offer. So yes, you can apply for your family. So you have one applicant and that you can add your spouse and you can add your children. So it's not per person, it's per applicant, and that applicant includes a spouse, includes children, you can include your parents, and in some cases your siblings. So working with my team, NTL Trust, in the application, you can have your whole family or you just want yourself. We definitely encourage people to apply if you are married and you have children to include your family. Ah, like an umbrella. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So with most of the citizenship by investment programs in the Caribbean, when it comes to like a family, so the husband and wife and two children, and then for additional dependents, then there's fees, and then there's fees also for if you have your parents, and then if you have your siblings. So yes, if you're like me and I'm a single person, I don't have a spouse, I don't have children, it would be I would just apply for myself. But it's great if you're married and you have children, you could apply for you and your children. Yeah. Oh, it's just so quiet. I'm not used to all this quiet. And I'm glad the sun is still up. So, okay. Yeah, but every place so far, I will be in Dominica next week, and everyone tells me that it's very green. I mean, in the Caribbean, I see a lot of green. You have all these trees, you have all these beautiful plants. I can't imagine going to a place greener. So I really look forward to seeing what the Dominica Citizenship by Investment program is like. Because how can you be, or the country's like, it's just apparently very, very green. So I love trees, I love nature. And oh, hello, Tom from Ohio. We're talking about citizenship by investment in the Caribbean. I'm in Antigua, and do I still do my hot girl morning walks? Well, I do my morning yoga, and I did when I was in St. Kitts. Yes, I did. I went to the gym, so I was hot girl morning walk in the gym. But in the Caribbean, it's really not walkable. There's not a lot of sidewalks, so I had to just take a break from walking outside because it's not the most safest place to walk. I don't like walking long roads. Even going to the grocery store this afternoon, it was just a bit anxiety because I'm literally on the side of the road. So that's what I look forward to. Belgrade, even in the winter, I will walk because everything is so pedestrian friendly. So, but Tom is saying, they're from Ohio. If you have any questions about citizenship by investment, pretty much programs that allow you to get a second or third citizenship. I'm in Antigua, and Antigua Barbuda has their own CBI program, or Grenada, which I wasn't there too, and St. Lucia and St. Kitts and Nevis. So you have a lot of options when it comes to picking a country you want to become a citizen of and making a donation to the government or buying property, a whole property or share. That's a great option. Yeah. So, whew. I think I might hop on TikTok to go on my live there. Ooh, Grenada. Okay, if you want to go to Grenada, great. Grenada is a good option. Grenada is good. Grenada has a university. Grenada, I would say, is a bit more developed. I like Grenada. Grenada is good, but you're gonna need a car if you're gonna. And the thing is, most of these countries you don't have to live in. You can apply remotely. You don't have to even step foot to apply and get your citizenship. Now they might be changed the rules. You have to spend maybe 30 days, but you can do this whole entire. It depends. Oh my days. Like send me an email because if you're applying for you and your family, and it depends, are you going to make the donation? Are you going to buy property? And that property has to be pre-authorized, approved by the government. So it really, really depends. But with the fees and the minimum, you might be spending at least $200,000. Yeah. So, hello. Don't call me chocolate. I'm not chocolate. I'm caramel. So, I look forward to your email. Yeah, I mean, again, these type of programs, they're not like, I don't want to say cheap. It's an investment. So if you want to retire abroad, if you want to maybe temporarily live abroad and be like a digital nomad, that's different. But for CBI, you're going to spend a couple $100,000. But it's worth it. It's worth it. You want to become a citizen of a country. It's not like you're buying a cat. Okay. I hope to see your email. I hope to see your email. So, all right, everyone, I'm going to hop off and I'm going to head to TikTok to go live there. But thank you all for hanging out. And I hope if you have any questions, especially if you're watching the replay about citizenship by investment, whether it's St. Lucia, Antigua and Barbuda, Grenada, I will be going to Dominica next week. Or St. Kitts and Nevis, which was the first in the world to create the Citizenship by Investment program in 1984. Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Send an email to me or the company I work for is NTL Trust. It's info@ntltrust.com or my email blaircadet@gmail.com. So thank you. All right. Have a good rest of the evening. Bye.